Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jaclynn. This is part of my jungle. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you for still being here. And today I have a video that you guys asked me to do, and I'm very excited to show you my Rhipsalis collection. I don't have a lot. I've got 6 individual plants, 5 different varieties total, I think. We'll get there. And love collecting them. I think they're really weird. They're jungle cacti, so they're weird. Like, they're cacti that grow in the jungle. Like, when you think about cacti, you think about the desert, right? So like a cactus that grows in the jungle is just gonna be weird. And that is exactly what Rhipsalis are, and that is exactly why I love them. So let's get into my collection. So the first one on my list today is probably the one that I get asked about the most, because it does sit behind me when I live stream. I live stream like on a different angle in this room where you can actually see this plant. And it is my Rhipsalis Paradoxa. And I just say that this is probably one of the most sought after Rhipsalis types. It definitely has this twisty turny kind of vibe to it that I really like. I enjoy the shape of the leaves and the way that they hang. Makes it look like it's spiraling, but it actually is just because they all kind of like face different directions, the little segments here. So it makes the illusion that the plant is kind of twisting around itself, and it's just a really cool plant. The new growth comes in kind of fuzzy, but it's not like prickly fuzzy. And I really like it. It's kind of hard to find a larger plant of this, so if you do manage to find one, snag it. I got this one. Part of it I grew out from a couple little baby plugs, and the rest of it I got at a nursery in New Jersey for like $12. I found like a hanging basket with these long ones, and I was like, oh, that's a steal. I would be dumb not to buy that. So I repotted everything up into this ceramic pot here. I potted directly in there. I potted it in my regular soil mix with a little extra added perlite and some bark, but they don't need like crazy chunky soil. I just always add a little bit to my soil because I don't know, I can't just put a plant in straight soil. So that is what I have her potted in. She thrives. I water her the same way I water all the rest of my plants. She doesn't get any special treatment. I water all of my plants anywhere between 7 and 10 days, and my Rhipsalis are no different. If anything, they get neglected for a little bit longer than that sometimes because they are cacti still and they do hold moisture in their leaves. But you don't want to let them go dry for too long because they will kind of shrivel up and get wrinkly, and then they don't really come back from it that well. So Rhipsalis Paradoxa is the first one in my collection on my list today, and quite possibly maybe my favorite. The next one on my list is insane, and I can't even keep it out of the frame if I wanted to, and it is my Rhipsalis Prismatica. You guys, do you see her? David looks at this plant all the time and is like, what even is that? Like, and why do we have it? I'm like, because I love it and it's weird. Look at all the aerials on it. It's going crazy. This lives in my kitchen window, and apparently it's loving life because it has been growing like crazy. All of this down here is new growth. And I haven't repotted her since I got her. This was a gift from my friend Adina a couple of years back now. And it probably needs to be repotted, but it's growing out of control. I propagated her right before we moved, and she was just like, all right, bet. And took off. She went crazy. This is all new growth. On the bottom here, it comes in like a lighter green. It has bloomed for me before too. There's like these really cute little white blooms. So this is definitely one of the wackier ones. If you're looking for a wacky plant, the Rhipsalis Prismatica is definitely a great choice for you. It throws out these big long things. I don't know, because it's not a stem, but it's not a leaf either. They're leafless. And then you just get all of these branches off of it. It grows so freaking cool, kind of like a spider. And I love it. Shooty McShooty, my phone is dying. Okay, sorry if the frame is different. I had to pause and do something and come back. So, the next Rhipsalis on my list that I want to show you guys is one that I picked up in Connecticut not long before I moved. So it hasn't done too much for me since, but it is really, really cute. And I really, really like it. And it is the Rhipsalis Trigona, I think. Trigona? I think. I looked it up online. I tried to find the most similar one. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments below. I'm not going to be butthurt about it as long as you're not nasty about it. But I really love the way that this one actually like twists. So the Paradoxa doesn't quite actually twist. It just gives the illusion of twisting because it has all those little individual segments. But this one actually does do a little twisty thing, and I should probably propagate it and like root these back up into the top to fill it out. I just haven't yet, so it's just kind of chilling. Like this really twiggy, like awkward, weird plant that lives in my bedroom. But I really, really like her. I picked her up, I think, at Shakespeare's Garden in Brookfield, Connecticut. 10 out of 10 recommend if you're in the area that you have to go there. It's like literal paradise. So that is this weirdo. And the third one in my Rhipsalis collection. Okay, so the next one in my collection is one of the newer ones to my collection that you guys would have seen me pick up out in, I think it was Pennsylvania. We were at in Erie, Pennsylvania, I'm pretty sure, is at Potrat's. Such a weird place. And that place was huge and overwhelming, but I did find this little Rhipsalis Pilocarpa. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I don't speak Latin. But I saw this one hiding in there, and there was just something about it, like the shape of it. It's got some sticky uppy bits and some traily bits. That was just really cute. I like how it gets a little bit sun-stressed, and like the new growth will come in more reddish. It's just really cute. Like the new growth coming in kind of like reddish over here. It's fuzzy, but it's not prickly. It's like actually soft and fuzzy. And David bought this one for me, and it's just one of those plants that like also carries a memory with it of where you were and what you were doing when you bought it. So I really particularly love this one. It is very different from all of the other Rhipsalis that I have. It actually reminds me of the next one that I'm going to show you, just way hairier, way fuzzier, and I just think she's so cute. Look at how cute she is. I love her. She's definitely the type of plant that should go in like a pot with a face on it, which is really cliche, but it's cute. So that is the fourth one that I wanted to show you guys today. And again, like I said, I treat these the same as I treat the rest of my plants. If anything, I neglect them a little bit, and they're fine. They're totally fine. They're super easygoing, and I definitely recommend one if you don't have one yet. Okay, so the next one on my list is one that you guys watched me repot quite a long time ago, and I don't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure it's Bifera. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. And it is chilling in this skull planter. So these came from the next gardener, both the plant and the planter, and I potted them up together, and I definitely like neglect it and don't water it enough. So it hasn't grown that much. It's actually probably lost some from back here, but it is growing. See, the new growth comes in kind of like this orangey red color. There's no drainage. Don't come for me. I just obviously don't drown it. She just gets a sippy sip. You don't need to overwater it. You just kind of need to know how much water goes into it if you're going to do a pot with no drainage. So I just like how punk rock this one looks. It looks like it's got like a kind of like a mohawk going on, or at least it used to before he started balding back here. And I just really love this. This is one of my favorite like plant pot duos of my collection. But it is a smaller plant, and I did recently, you would have seen me unbox another one from Bobby over at Sprout and Proud. I'm almost positive this is definitely a Bashera, Bacifera, whatever. This is definitely one, and I'm thinking this might be one, but honestly, they do kind of look a little bit different, but I genuinely don't know. But look at how cool this one is. So I just really love the way that this one trails. I had to snag it. It's so, so pretty. And this is one of the reasons why I love Rhipsalis, is because you can just get these really gorgeous, really easygoing trailing plants. This is giving like linearis vibes. If you have a hard time keeping linearis happy, this plant is a million times easier. Like I said, I neglect the crap out of my Rhipsalis, and if I didn't, they would probably be much bigger. So I really, really love this one. I'm gonna hang her somewhere in my living room. I just unboxed her earlier today, so I have no idea where I'm gonna put her yet, but I was waiting to film this video until I had this plant in my hands to show you. And I know that not everybody is watching every video, and you might have missed the one where I unboxed this, so I had to show it to you. She's absolutely beautiful, and I think that they're the same, because the new growth is coming in like much thinner on here. I was like, I don't know, these ones are thicker, but I think they are both the same type. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I think that they look identical. I was looking up pictures online, and I was like, yeah, that's the one that looks most similar. I could have probably just went back to that video where I repotted it and see what it was called, but that would have been too easy. So that's all of my Rhipsalis. Just a quick video for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed seeing them. I hope that maybe it encourages you to go and snag one and try one out for yourself. They're really, really easy in my opinion. Let me know in the comments below if you have any Rhipsalis in your collection. How do you feel about them? I think they're super duper underrated, and I think they're really stinking cute and weird, and I love it. So if you enjoyed this video, you should definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There's also a join button if you want to be part of the official plant fam and get some extra content. I have another members only video for you guys soon for sure. I just need to edit it. I've been slacking, I'm aware. My mom's gonna be here next week, so I'm gonna be a little bit all over the place, and I apologize for that. But I wanted to get some stuff filmed for you guys today, so I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are out there in the world. Don't forget to spread kindness. I'm looking at you. Be nice. And don't forget to drink your water, and I hope I see you guys in the next one. Bye.